Okay, so one of the reasons that I love Le-Vel so much in terms of helping people start their business is that it's free to join, and you won't pay a single dime to join us as a promoter, nor will your customers or promoters that join you. Okay, so let that one sink in. Most companies charge you some kind of fee to enroll. On average, it's, I would say, $50 to $250 probably is what I've seen a lot. And that's just an enrollment fee. That doesn't include any product. So most people out there that are joining other network marketing companies will have to pay a fee to enroll for free as promoters or customers. So it's very cool in terms of growing your business. Hey!
Hi!
Welcome.
I did it!
Yay! We got it.
Yay!
Working. It's been glitchy, but it worked for us. Okay, so I just covered the first point, which is it's free for people to join. Now,
Yes.
I'll pass it over to you. We're talking about, all of the reasons that it is an incredible opportunity to join Le-Vel as a promoter and what sets us apart from other companies out there. So what is point two?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's actually one of my favorite things. It's completely cloud-based.
Yep.
So here's the deal. Like, a lot of people have experience with traditional direct sales where you have to leave your home, you have to go do parties. Elise and I both have personal experience with this.
Yeah.
Where, I was in another business before and very successful. I loved it. But I was gone a lot, and it really was not a work from home type of situation. If you're never at home, if you're always in somebody else's living room.
Right.
And so I like, Le-Vel is completely cloud-based, right? So if you have Wi-Fi, if you have a computer, if you have a cell phone, you can literally run an empire. I mean, that's literally no joke. So
Yeah.
Here's the other side to that is, for those of you who, like me, I'm sort of an analytical type, right? One of the huge perks about having a business that's completely online like this is that literally the corporate team is completely online too. And so what that means for you on this side of the fence is that the reality is that if your corporate team does not have literally hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue going out of the company to pay for big, huge campuses, flower beds that go on for miles, flags lining the streets, all this pomp and circumstance, really like a dog and pony show. It costs a lot of money for electricity, for flooring, for all those kinds of things that corporate teams invest in. Our company being all cloud-based, even our CEOs work from home. Y'all, like, that's for real. And so what that means, like in real people terms, is that all of that money, instead of going to a corporate building and all of that other stuff, it's being put instead into premium grade nutraceutical formula ingredients. It's being put into the compensation plan. It's being put into multiple trips per year. All the things that we're going to talk about here in just a few minutes. The reason that they can afford to do all this kind of cool stuff is because they don't have hundreds of millions of dollars going out the window. That's cloud-based.
Right? That's right. I know it's funny because sometimes I'll hear other people talking about their businesses and, oh, we're building a $50 million university at the headquarters. I'm like, that's not exciting.
No,
that means
that's not a good thing.
cutting into the paychecks here.
Yeah,
And we
like, where do you
don't
think that money
have
comes
that.
from?
Right? Exactly. So because Le-Vel has chosen that model of being cloud-based, I'll draw attention to you all to a few things that you probably take for granted that I don't even know if they existed 10 years ago or beyond, but Amazon, Uber, like those are cloud-based companies. They are multi-billion dollar companies. And part of it is because the overhead is missing in terms of big corporate headquarters, and it can be run from the cloud. Really what that means is all the technology and the software takes place at servers around the country, around the world. And so
that's the way of the future of business.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, that
Absolutely.
is an innovative way of business nowadays. And I like being a part of something like that.
Me too. Love it. Love it. And that brings us to innovative products. Now, because Le-Vel has this commitment to being cloud-based and reinvesting into the company. That's why we keep seeing these rollouts of these incredibly innovative products that change people's lives, that are sourced from premium quality raw ingredients. And they just keep surprising us, don't they? It's so
it's like
much
always
fun.
Something.
Right? And it's backed by a scientific / medical board with over 200 years of experience in nutrition, and the utmost importance is placed on the health and well-being of our consumer. And Le-Vel has set out to be the #1 company that people can trust. And our founders used to be reps, we'll call them, representatives of other companies in the field as leaders growing a business in their past. And so they had the experience of having to jump through the hoops to be paid their leadership rank. They had that experience. And I'll tell you what, we don't have that kind of craziness here, because our founders were like, why don't we do this business model differently? Let's make it free. Why would we charge someone to sell our product?
I was in an interview and somebody asked me like because I have experience in other network marketing companies and in the industry on the corporate side. And somebody asked me in an interview, what is different about this? Like in terms of like this innovation, like that's kind of a buzzword. So like, what does that really mean? And I said, listen, it's like the CEOs, they've taken all of the awesome things about the network marketing and direct sales industry that people love. Freedom, flexibility, hello, I don't have to do the packaging and the accounting and the bookkeeping and all that. I get the fun parts, right? They take care of all that. And they have taken like the parts that everyone loves and ditched the stuff that nobody likes. And they've combined it all into like the best of everything. And they called it Le-Vel. Like, that's what's the innovative product thing. Like you mentioned, it's backed by a SciMed board with 200 years experience in nutrition. Y'all, a really important keyword there is human nutrition. There are a lot of health and wellness companies out there where their main like formulators and stuff, their nutrition experience is veterinarian. Like, we're not pets, y'all.
Right.
So the human nutrition side is a huge piece.
Huge
buzzword.
Right? Huge. I love that. Well, and that brings us to our next benefit as a promoter. It's vacations. You'll receive 4 to people, 3 to 4 getaways is what we call them, a getaway a year, to really fun, beautiful, exotic destinations where you just get to kick it and relax. And it's not a conference where you're going to meetings. You're literally chilling out by the pool, or you're walking the beach at sunrise and then doing yoga with your friends. Maybe you're spending the day at the spa. Maybe your idea of a getaway is to go and on a sailboat or swim with dolphins, or maybe it's to go to an early dinner and go to bed at 8 o'clock because you don't have any kids waking you up all night long, right?
And sleeping in.
Right? Any of these things. And that's the cool thing about the getaway. I mean, anyone watching, share with us what's your favorite part of doing the getaway. I know it's really the friendships and that family bond that builds amongst teams. It's just the chillaxing, sitting in the hammock, watching the palm fronds wave in the wind.
Oh, now I want to go.
I know, right?
I know. And what's neat is like they don't pack the vacations with meetings and agendas and things you have to be at, or you're going to be like ostracized. Like it's literally a vacation. Like you can sleep in till noon if you want to. You can stay out till 3 in the morning if you want to. You can go to bed at 6 p.m. if you want to. Like it's actually relaxing. And here's one of the things that I think sets Le-Vel apart from everybody else is that the vacations are not something just for the tippy top 20 same people that you see on stage all the time. Like, okay, let's be real. The biggest problem this company has with vacations is that too many people earn them. And like for real, like there's like 4,000 or 5,000 people that earn these perks because they do they offer it at literally the very first 2 ranks of the company, not the highest 2 ranks. Like right when you join, the first 2 ranks, you're eligible to earn it. So that's literally the biggest problem about Le-Vel's vacations, is that so many people earn them that when you earn them, you have to be really quick to like register for it, because they book, like they fill a whole island of drivers.
Exactly right. So true. So, and I was reflecting, I think I've earned 16 getaways in less than 5 years. And guess what? That's so many free vacations that I've actually opted out of going on some of them. I mean, I was thinking to myself, talk about first world problems. I have too many vacations that are free.
You can pick and choose which ones you want to take. Oh, I don't feel like going to Cabo San Lucas this time. I'll go in a few months. That's literally real life here.
It's so true. I love it.
It's seriously true.
And so, for example, some of the places, destinations that we've seen: Cabo San Lucas, Las Vegas, New Orleans, Cancun, San Francisco, Punta Cana, Puerto Vallarta, and was it Toronto? I didn't go. No.
Oh yeah, Toronto. Yeah, Toronto.
I was like, oh my gosh, it's escaping me. Sorry, Canadians.
Yeah, and more,
see, too many vacations. I mean, I can't keep up.
They've mentioned other like worldwide vacations coming up. They've tossed around, like, no promises y'all, but they've tossed around places like Europe, Italy, Paris, Hawaii. Like they've been tossing those words around just to kind of see like what excites us. So just saying, I vote for Italy.
Me too, Italy. I'm in. I'm down. Okay, so and then another piece that we are really, really proud of, because those of us who did start very early on, and I was one of the leaders that came on just as Le-Vel was getting its feet under. Like there was literally just a handful of leaders then. And I remember when I came on board, I did not think I was going to build an incredible business here. But then I made the decision that if I'm going to be part of this, I'm going to go for that top rank, which in our business is called 200K, meaning you have over 200,000 in online orders per month in your network between promoters and customers. And I just remember thinking, okay, I'm going for it. I'm going to see how fast I can do it. You guys, I made it in 3 months, and I'd never been a leader in a company like that before. Like I achieved a couple of ranks in other companies, but nothing like in Le-Vel. And the cool thing about it was we made the decision, the leaders did, that we were going to be very, very selective in terms of what are the key components of culture that we want to build in our networks. And that is giving big. That is treating each other like family. Yes, there'll be conflict sometimes, but we can all grow together. We are inclusive. We want people that don't know what they're doing to come in and receive mentorship, be lifted up, to be inspired, to have someone believe in them that maybe they have never had that experience in the past. So to uplift and inspire, give big, and to keep our businesses so simple that is very, very duplicatable. Those were specific pieces of culture that I remember we discussed early on.
Yeah. You know, one of the very first things that I noticed at my very first event that I went to, like a big event here at Le-Vel, is the diversity. There are, when I saw like people walking on the stage and in the audiences and stuff, I saw all races, all backgrounds, all demographics, all sexual orientations, all political sides. I saw everything. And what I saw around that was acceptance, love, colorblind, if that makes any sense. Like just, it didn't, no one paid attention to that stuff. It's just, are you getting people on Thrive?
Right.
That's it. And y'all, that's really, really unique in a big, huge melting pot of millions and millions and millions of people, customers, and, you know, hundreds of thousands of promoters. That's a really big deal when one group is very cohesive in just come as you are. Yeah. And that's really special.
Yeah. And the leaders are in it to win it with you. So we don't have leaders that are hitting the top rank and starting to earn big bucks that then just sit back and do nothing and say, figure it out yourself. No, that's not how we do it.
No, it's not.
In fact, today I can't even count how many times I was on the phone with promoters and my new prospects, my personal new prospects, just helping them get started with their Thrive experience, connecting them to the stories, and supporting them. So it's such a great, fun business. I love it. Okay, let's talk about tools and support. This is perfect timing for that.
Yeah.
What have you what have you noticed so far, Laura, that you love the most about our tools and support?
This is a great example of it, to be honest. I mean, this video that you're watching right here in this group is a great example of the kind of tools and the like systems that you'll have in terms of like a systematic way to share. Like, you don't have to be some nutritional expert. You don't have to be some fitness geek. You can literally, like I said, you can come as you are, and they give you a free website, a free referral website. You simply add someone, give them your website, or sign them up with a free customer account. If they want more information, I just give them my link and say, enroll for free and check it out behind the scenes. Oh, and by the way, we've got a really great private Facebook community where you can just check out some info, look in the files, watch some videos, and let me know if you have any questions. And guess what? If they have questions, guess who I'm pointing them to? I'm pointing them to more support, which is, it's really just third-party validation. Even if I do have the answer, y'all, it's kind of like when you hear it from someone else from a different perspective, it helps it sink in, right? And it's more like a more social proof. It's positive, and it's just another way to let them see, oh, I don't have to know all the answers to be really successful. All I have to do is give somebody a free account, plug them into the tools, and connect them with another Thriver. I could do that. Yeah, you could. Like, anyone can do that if they actually just do it. Like, exactly. So this group is a perfect example. This is a group for people who are wanting to learn a little bit more about this business. There's another Facebook group for people who are just wanting to learn a little bit more about the products. And of course, there's another group once you actually do join to become an active promoter for training and recognition and support and all of that. And it's all part of the systematic way that we share and validate and have fun. It's really, really a very simple business to do.
It is. I mean, bottom line, you give your friend or family member a free account. They can be a customer or promoter. You invite them to learn more by connecting them to the stories. And that can be, like she said, in the group. It could be in a chat with your upline leader. It could be actually on the phone together. Maybe it's inviting them to a live event if there is a social in their area. And I mean, there's so many ways to connect people to the information and then get the validation. And then that's when the orders happen.
That's it. And then it's just a matter of following up, because it's just a matter of time. I mean, they're going to start gardening with someone.
That's what I always told myself when I started. Well, one of the first times I reached out to you, in fact, you know, I reach out and then I just continued to build relationship and have a conversation. And then after 2 years, she decided she was on board. But I wasn't like freaking out and thinking, oh, there's something wrong with the product or wrong with me, because she wasn't ready. It's her timing, not mine. So anyway, for any of you watching, drop a comment below and let us know, how many times did your friend reach out to you before you started thriving? Because for a lot of people, it was a lot of times. And I think sometimes people forget that. You know, you're introducing people to what this is, and then it takes building relationships sometimes to really help get them to the point where they're ready for ordering. But that's where the validation and using the stories is so powerful, because it shortens that timeline. Because that was the other thing. Laura would not get on the phone with me. Otherwise, I'd have had her talking to Maria, which, lo and behold, she ended up knowing already. So, right? I was so crazy. Anyway, we better move on.
We can tell our story for 100,000 years, I swear.
I know. Let's do a live video on one of our pages. We'll do that later.
We really should. It's going to be like bloopers and behind the scenes, because, dude, I mean.
It's true. It's hilarious. Okay, so auto bonus. You take it away. Yeah.
Okay. Here's the deal. Kind of like the trips, a lot of times you might think of, ooh, they're a car bonus earner, and that must be like only for 10 people, right? The whole company, right? Here's the thing. The car bonus has been voted #1 industry-wide in the whole entire profession, because first of all, it's generous, and secondly, because they make it, again, one of the very first benchmarks that you'll earn as a leader in Le-Vel. Yeah. So here's the thing, like, they don't make it really super hard. You can get $800 to $1,600 for your choice of car between Lexus, Mercedes, Cadillac, BMW, Tesla, and Audi. Okay, black or white color, 5 years old or newer. Yeah. Those are the only stipulations. Okay, to earn it, your whole entire organization, customers, promoters, dollar for dollar, meaning retail dollar for dollar. Yeah, $12,000 in orders. Y'all, when you really break this down, it's not a scary number. Because I'll tell you, when Elise first told me, oh, all you need is $12,000 and you can earn your car, I was like, you're cray cray, because it sounded like a huge number. Right. Okay, but when you really think about it, if you're thriving, you need 59 other people in general, like if the average order is $200, besides yourself. Right. That's not coming from all you personally. I mean, right. It can, but yeah. That's literally your whole organization. That's right. It. That's all you need. $12,000 in wholesale volume, total sales volume. And that's so achievable, y'all. You only need 4 people on your team. 4 yep. promoters, $12,000 in volume, and you've qualified for the car bonus. So yeah. Here's the thing. I earned my car bonus in my first 17 days after hitting that promoter button. Mm-hmm. So think about what Elise just told y'all. I took 2 years to even say yes to her, to even like entertain this. Mm-hmm. 2 years. 17 days after clicking that button for free, I earned my car bonus. Now, I didn't immediately want to run out and go buy a Lexus. I had a Hyundai. Okay, and it was actually a brand new Hyundai. I love my Hyundai. So instead, was it a van? If you don't want to take the car bonus option yeah. Right away, right? You don't have to. You can take $300 in cash. Yeah. Instead. So I took that option until I was ready to go get a qualifying car. The cool thing is that you can have 2 auto bonus earners in your household. So myself and my husband are both car bonus earners. My husband has a Jeep. He's always wanted a Jeep. So for his, I have a Lexus. I take the $800 a month. My husband has a Jeep. We take this $300 a month. His Jeep is paid off, but they still pay us the $300. Yeah. So we use it for house cleaning services. Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, it's super generous. Yeah. And it's easy. It's not the golden handcuffs type of thing. Right. It's very simple to earn. I mean, it's pretty awesome and celebrated when you earn it. Yeah. But it's not difficult. So.
No, and it's a very flexible car program because you can choose from 6 different makes of vehicle: the Cadillac, the Mercedes, the Audi, the BMW, the Tesla, and Lexus. Did I get them all?
Yes.
And they'll give you $800 a month car bonus if you choose one of those 5 years old or newer. Or like Laura said, you can do the $300 per month and receive that as your bonus. Or you can earn the Elite Auto Bonus, which is $1,600 a month. And I'm proud to say I've earned it since March. Yay! But I'm sad to say that I haven't. I had picked out my vehicle, then I didn't commit to it, and so I'm still only getting $300 a month. Because I know. Well, because we have Rob's truck, and for Christmas 2 years ago, he bought me a Lexus, so his auto bonus is there, and you know, it's just crazy. Plus, we don't have any local dealerships here in Bozeman.
Y'all, and talk about like a little thing, something for everybody. Elise's husband, at one point, I don't know if y'all still have it, BMW makes a motorcycle, y'all. So yeah. I'm just saying, if you have a motorcycle lover in your family.
You can't do motorcycle anymore.
Oh, you can't?
No. Oh. I'm like, no. That's okay. Okay, we gotta move on. Okay. Our next tip is branding, or not tip, but highlight of joining Le-Vel as a promoter is our branding. It is on point. I mean, it is something that people I know are going to be recognizing it. When I travel or I'm around town and I have my DFT where they can see it, it's a little more challenging for me in the winter, but I'll get creative and put it on my hand. And people start to notice. They're like, what is that? I've seen someone wearing that before. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
And so interesting. It's starting to catch on.
Yeah, I
And
know it's one of the things, like it's if you're doing like a live video, or like, I don't know, out and about or in the elevator or whatever. I mean, it is a conversation starter. People at the grocery store, they're like, "Is that a Band-Aid?"
Yeah.
Like, no, it's the world's best nutrition. I mean, and it's a huge conversation starter. So if you're shy and maybe you've never done anything like this before, and it would help if someone asked you first.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's brilliant marketing.
It is. And the way I always approach that, if someone says anything or if I notice them looking at it, I'll point to it and I'll nod and say, "You haven't heard about this yet?"
You haven't heard about Thrive
I mean,
yet?
it is all over the place. This product has changed my life. I'd love to tell you more about it, but I got to run. See, we get time sensitive, and then you get their contact info and you connect and you do the deal. So, and we have that process all lined out for you. Anyway, people love this company. We have over 1 million fans on our Facebook fan page, which is facebook.com/Le-Vel Brands. If you haven't visited it yet. When I started 4.5 years ago, you all, there were only 10,000 fans. 4.5 years, and we're at almost 1.3 million. That's incredible for a fan page to grow that fast. Believe me, I know, because I've been trying to grow my fan page, and it takes forever. So people love Thrive. They keep ordering it. I still have customers literally that are still ordering it on auto ship every single month since I started over 4 years ago. It's incredible.
Yeah.
That is
the retention rate is very high. I mean, that's the thing. The retention is high because the product works. Yeah. You don't have to keep convincing someone to, oh, just keep going and, oh, I promise, and all. They will call you usually in the first couple of weeks, first couple of months, and be like, why didn't you make me do this earlier? That's the most common thing that we hear back from people. Yes. And it's been recognized in multiple magazines. It's been recognized in Success from Home. USA Today did a feature article on it. Direct Selling News. It's even got its own publication for the brand called Thrive In Magazine. That's been pretty awesome. At New York Times Square has featured the Le-Vel brands in the gigantic neon signs and all that kind of stuff.
Where the ball drops.
So, I know, and it's, you know, I mean, that's the thing is, so if you're looking at this like a business, you have to understand that if a company is growing this much, this fast with a product that's truly going viral, think about this from a business perspective. If you don't tell your neighbor, your aunt, your cousin, your high school friend or whatever, honest to goodness, at some point, someone else will. They're going to hear about it from someone. And that's what finally triggered me to be like, okay, I have to take a closer look at this for real, because this is going to grow with or without me. And I want to be on that bus.
100%. Well, and
I mean, that was the thing.
Right. And our next highlight is global expansion. You all, we're already in America, or why do I say America? Sometimes I say that. United States, Canada, Mexico, New Zealand, Australia, and the UK. We are poised to launch even further worldwide. And in Canada, you guys, this summer, we gave them their own Canadian websites in the Canadian dollar, which they absolutely love, because then they don't have to be doing the conversion of the dollar to dollar. And so it's made it incredible for our Canadian expansion. Holy cow. That, I mean, honestly, I've been on the phone with probably 5 or 6 Canadians just this week. Wow. It's going like crazy. Incredible.
Yeah. And the distribution warehouse being in Canada.
Yes, in Calgary.
All the products and all of that kind of stuff being run through and approved by Canada Health. That's been a huge one. That is a really hard hurdle for a lot of companies to come to, and Le-Vel has passed that by flying colors. And so, I mean, honestly, it's one of those things too, like being sold in the UK, that's another huge thing. They're very strict about, especially supplements, nutritional supplements being sold in the UK. So all of those things, if you're looking at it from a business perspective, should matter to you. I personally love my husband as a military veteran. I do also love that we also ship to APO, AFO, military bases. I know.
So, did I tell you, we've even had promoters earn their 12K auto bonus without even setting foot back on American soil, because they were based Japan, Germany, and they can still build their business. That's incredible.
That's
Few
incredible.
companies even do that. So
yeah,
that's
a
point
often overlooked. And
yeah.
I don't know about you, but I would like for our military to be thriving.
For sure. And all of our medical people.
Yes,
if I'm going for surgery, no, I'm just saying.
Anybody who can save a life, I would like you on Thrive, please. Thank you very much.
I love that. That's clarity. Okay. We're almost done here. Constant growth. We've been documented the fastest growing network marketing company in North America and Direct Selling News winner of the Bravo Growth Award, which is huge. We have never had a down month in over 6 years. Every single month
is
bigger than the
huge.
Yeah. Huge.
That's huge news.
I know. So, and I'm not going to go through every single number, but just to let you know, 2013, our online sales, the year Le-Vel launched, 10 million total for the year. I'll skip ahead 2 years, 2015, 350 million per year. So from 10 in the first year, third year, 350 million. Whoa. Talk about scale. Talk about having the systems down behind the scenes. I mean, we didn't, like, I was part of the growth since this time. We never have had back orders.
Yeah, that's huge, y'all.
Remember our previous company, Laura, like way 10 years ago? We had back orders,
guys,
we had quality issues all the time. Nightmare.
It's so challenging if you are a part of a company that has all the time got something on back order. It's so frustrating. And you, the rep, you have no control over that. And so here, it's like, again, what Elise was saying in the very beginning about our promoters, being promoters who have built a company for promoters, they get it. Like, they know that that is something a lot of people don't realize is a huge deal until you're in the thick of something where it's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's been the third month and you can't have your product. I know. Y'all, it's a huge deal.
Huge deal. So huge. And so again, so 2015, like I said, 350 million in orders. The next year, 2016, was 450 million. 2017, we hit the benchmark of $1 billion in online orders. Now we are closing in on 2 billion in online orders. So pretty much that's like the doubling factor. If you know what I'm saying.
It's the compound effect. More. That's what's happening. That's literally what's happening.
It truly is. Incredible numbers. So, well, we're excited to have visited with you tonight. You probably have seen the videos about the 3 core products. It's your capsule lifestyle mix DFT. Really, that's all you have to talk about when you are a new promoter is how, and those are the only products really that I start people out on. They ask me about Plus Sign and I say, nope, we're starting with these at least for 2 weeks. and so basically that's all you need to know is those are the 3 core products. Capsule, lifestyle mix, DFT. That's all someone needs to start out with. And again, you connect them with somebody who knows more about it than you do. You might connect with your leadership on a chat message or in this group or even on the phone. It just depends on your comfort level and what works for you. I personally love talking to people because I love the energy and excitement that I can hear, the hope that I can hear in their voice. And also I love the skeptic because I was skeptical. So I was skeptical. I know, right? So thanks everyone for tuning in. Laura, any closing thoughts?
Yeah, if you are watching this video and you're not part of this team yet, if you're not part of our tribe yet, reach out to the person who invited you to this group and say, okay, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to take a closer look. Hook me up where you can give me more info. I've got questions. Just don't be shy. Yeah. Reach out, ask questions, or comment below. If you're not sure who added you or you lost track, comment below, and the admins of this group can actually see under your name on the admin side who added you, and we'll be sure and connect you with that person. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for Elise for having me on. It's been super exciting.
Thanks. It was really fun. I got to hop off because I have a call with a new Thriver in Las Vegas. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.